Jim, on this topic, because a bunch of listeners have been writing in about this, and I have to say, we've heard from wrestlers in the past who work there, whether fairly or unfairly, because I know Dave Meltzer wrote something similar to this. So again, his people are complaining now about, things we've been hearing for a while, and maybe they have too. The idea that there were certain guys who came in, WWE guys, and those specifically were the guys that have been causing problems with Tony in terms of not wanting to do anything. Now, I remind you, they may go about it better. The Young Bucks only do what they want to do. So it's not like it's a problem exclusive to the names that have been thrown out there, the House of Black or Miro, because it's a company-wide thing. But Miro the other day tweeted out, and it got people talking, after, I guess, a post about the Meat Madness match at the pay-per-view being postponed because two of the slabs of meat are injured.
Don't bury the lead. Yes, folks, a Meat Madness match is what with a bunch of big meaty men is what Tony was promoting. We can't make this up.
You see, there was a match with two meaty men. I don't even remember which two meaty men it was. And the fans started chanting meat. So now we have a meat division, apparently. And they announced 3 wrestlers for it. Keith Lee and Miro were planned to be in it, but they are out of action. Miro tweeted out, someone who wrote about this, "I've been injured since September and I got medical attention in January. Sorry he wasn't aware of it." So people didn't understand what to take by that. The next tweet, "I love Sting. Watch his last match by the pay-per-view. AEW Revolution." Now, Miro's also been off TV after he was previously off TV.
Before that, he was off TV.
Reportedly, at times, he has not wanted to do specific things that Tony Khan has asked him to do. Miro was able to get his wife a job there because that's something that Miro wanted. And Tony's all about facilitating what would make people happy as long as it doesn't make anyone else unhappy. I don't know what guides his weird principles with some of this stuff. But now he's off TV again. He was supposed to be in this match. He's saying he's injured. Appears to be, again, an example of lack of communication between AEW and the wrestlers. But what do you think?
Wait, hold on. First of all, he said, "I've been injured since September. I got medical attention in January." What, did they find him at the bottom of a ravine? How did it take him 3 months to go? No, thank God you got here. I've been here for 3 fucking months. Get me the fuck out of here. I know English is his second language, and I guess he is Tony Khan. Sorry, he didn't know. Well, that's a backhanded slap, because how would he think that he works there and he's been hurt for 6 months and whatever the fuck, and Tony Khan wouldn't know? But wait a minute, he's been on TV since September. He got hurt in September, so I guess he had medical attention in January. He hasn't wrestled since then because we haven't seen him. So, but Tony would have to know, because wouldn't he, that the guy is hurt and can't be on TV because he hadn't been on TV.
I've been hurt. Okay, let me book you in a match with the other big, strong guys that are just going to pound the shit out of each other.
And then, have you noticed with Miro, the most regularly he's ever been on that television was when he was friends with little Pip Sabian and Penelope Pitstop, and he was wearing a pink Minnie Mouse t-shirt and looked like a complete fucking moron playing with kids over video games. You couldn't get rid of him. He was on TV every week for fucking months, it seemed like. And finally, when he goes away for whatever reason, comes back and learns a new hold, whatever, and then he's a beast and a Bulgarian brute and he's mad at God. Well, that's great, but you kind of see him, but you kind of don't. Then he's gone again. And then he comes back and he's not only mad at God, but he's pretty much ticked off at his wife. And that may be okay, and she's there doing whatever it is she does, because I don't know why anybody would want her to manage them, because she's never been a great manager for anyone except her violently jealous husband who promises to beat anybody up associated with her. So she's just beating the clients off with a stick. And then they go away again. If he's hurt, does that mean she's hurt too? Is she his fucking familiar somehow?
We did hear that she had some kind of issue. She was hospitalized a couple times for. It was an infection in her finger that was really serious.
Infection in her fucking finger? Okay, wear gloves, Cruella, and come back and be on TV and be some... If they're going to do something, just because one's hurt, she could be on TV managing some flunky that he get beat up when he comes back, right? What I don't understand what's happening here. What is happening here?
So again, in a situation like this, do you merely hold someone to your contract because you don't want them going to WWE? Is that reason enough to do that? And is this the person to do that over?
I believe you hold them to their contract and tell them, okay, we want to do this, and we will work with you on the execution of this. But we need this done ultimately in a manner palatable to both of us, whether it's a match with so-and-so or a program with so-and-so. We need to put you back on TV. You need to come back to work if you're fucking healthy, which he's been healthy at some point over the past 2 years that we haven't seen him. Everybody said he was mad about the creative. And if he doesn't do that, then fucking, yes, keep him under contract and fine him for not coming and doing as he's told, which is delineated in the contracts. And then see exactly how long that's going to fucking last before he gets a lawyer and a blah, blah, blah. And then he won't be in the WWF for a fucking year and a half if you goddamn time up. But it will establish that you're going to ask your employees to do what they're fucking supposed to be doing. He doesn't have to do a goddamn 60-second job for pockets. But I can't believe that you can't come up with something to do with this fucking guy that's palatable to everybody. Does he not want to ever do a job for anybody? Is that what the sticking point is? What the fuck is going on?
I'm not exactly sure.
But yeah, just tell him, look, I'm not gonna either let you just take my money and do nothing, or just let you go so you can go back to work for Vince. You're gonna do some shit, or I'm gonna start fining you, and then you can fucking sue me, and my lawyers will fucking talk to yours, and you won't be wrestling for the next couple of years, or just fucking let's work this out. Jesus Christ.